Getting to school has been a bumpy ride for students in Youngstown, and now parents are saying they've been left behind altogether.
One mother says her daughter has missed class for a week because there's been no bus to get her to school. First News reporter John Rutter shares more live from the school bus garage.
Dave, Lindsay, good evening. That mother tonight pleading for help, unable to get her daughter to school on her own, relying completely on the bus to get her daughter to and from school. Now, of course, she's worried about how that's going to affect her in the classroom, all while the school bus driver shortage continues to roll on. Alexandria Kennedy's 6-year-old daughter relies on the bus to get to St. Christian's every day for kindergarten.
Last week, she ain't have school. She ain't had no bus that whole week last week.
Youngstown City Schools has struggled this year to keep up with its 55 bus routes, but they're not alone. School districts across the area are finding it more and more difficult to hire bus drivers.
I call the bus garage, and the bus garage be like, oh, well, we don't have enough employees or blah, 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 but at the end of the day, it's still your responsibility to get these kids to school. But
for parents like Alexandria, it's gone too far.
I feel like it kind of do mess up her education more because, she ain't in school. She's missing out on what everybody else is going through because she's been home for like a week.
The school district responded with a statement last week when parents claimed their child's bus had been canceled all week long, saying, quote, "We recognize the transportation issues that may arise as the district is responsible for transporting over 3,000 students. Bus shortages are a nationwide challenge, so Youngstown City Schools continues to be diligent in our efforts to hire and retain drivers."
Being a single mom and you gotta do everything else that's something that, I'd be like, all right, we don't got to worry about that. You're going to be able to catch the bus.
Alexandria doesn't have a car and relies on the bus. She was able to get her daughter a ride to school on Monday, but she's worried about what the future holds.
My baby goes to a private school, so it's like, thank God that Youngstown City District even, drives her to school. But imagine all the mothers who got kids in Youngstown City schools that's just missing school and stuff.
Now, we reached out to the district again today, who did agree to talk to us tomorrow, but this is something that they've been trying to fix all year, even holding a public meeting just a couple of months ago to try and sell the job to potential candidates. We'll update you with more from what they say. Dave, Lindsay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.